All right, so the first is Christina.
Well, my name is Christina. My last name also is Christian, and yes, that means my first and last name are the same letters. I want to talk to you a little bit about myself first. I am a little quirky. I like to laugh. I also love this city. I was born and raised here. Thank you so much. Born and raised in Columbus, and I truly believe that we are, I think, to echo Carolyn, that we are in an amazing city for young professionals. So, congrats, you made it here. Take advantage of it. In addition to that, so a little bit more about me is that is it going this way? Sorry, I think I just jacked up all my slides. Again, a bad way to start a presentation, hey? Oprah Winfrey? All right, we're good, everybody. We're good. That's over with. A little bit more about me, right? So one of my favorite traits about myself is I really am passionate about communities. That is one thing that drives me every day, and that's actually one thing I'm going to talk about today. Community, to me, is people that share a common passion, and then they support each other around that passion. So communities interest me every day, they inspire me, and they motivate me. What I'm going to share with you, though, today is how communities can shape you and then how you, in turn, can shape that community. So I'm going to explain that through a little bit about what has shaped me and how I've gotten to be, I feel like, where I've gotten to be in my career and my personal life. And I'll share those personal stories with you. But also, one of the biggest fascinations, though, I have with community is just the sheer power that they have. I'm sure all of you are familiar with Pelotonia, correct? Yes? Is that a yes? Perfect. So that is one amazing, amazing community that has raised over $82 million in 6 years. I was a part of that community, and if any of you have ridden, have any of you been a rider? Yes. So you should know how powerful that is. And it's amazing how communities can move mountains. So I'll take you back to when I was little. I think my knack, we'll say, for community started when I was really young. I grew up in a not-so-great part of town. No, I'm not going to tell you where, but I had a choice, right? I had a choice to succumb to maybe some bad surroundings or a bad situation, but I didn't. I really chose really great friends and surrounded myself with a great community that supported me and allowed me to use school as an opportunity not to be a bully, not to be a mean girl, right? But be there to learn and be there to be inspired by friends who I wanted to share my My Little Ponies with, and who I wanted to play in the playground with, and who I just felt genuinely supported me as I grew up as a child. We'll move on then to college me, right? In college me, I went to a really fantastic journalism school, OU, oh yeah? Any OU Bobcats out there? All right. I then discovered that journalism was not where I wanted to take my career. No offense, Carolyn. But I still stayed in the industry, sort of, and chose public relations. At the time, Otterbein, go Cards, had an amazing public relations program, so I transferred. The point of all that is I picked myself up, I found a great community, and I dropped myself right in the middle of it. But not only did I want to just drop myself in the middle of it, I wanted to contribute to it, and I wanted it to help me thrive. So, to this day, I constantly join, contribute to, and learn from and grow because of amazing, incredible communities. The biggest point I want you to take away here, right, is you can't just join a community, right? You have to contribute. I think one of my favorite quotes is, "Comfort is your enemy." And I'm sure you guys have heard this, and if you haven't, it's something that I think about daily. If you're comfortable, you're not growing, and that's a bad thing. So, let's talk more about community, about what I think I've built and what I'm really proud of. As I mentioned, I am one of the co-founders of Columbus Soup. In 2012, this fine group of friends and myself wanted to change the face of philanthropy in Columbus. We took an already existing model and we created Columbus Soup. So what is Columbus Soup? Every quarter, we bring the larger Columbus community together and we listen to awesome community projects that are making an impact in Columbus. Our model is super simple, so take notes, right? We host this event, and you, as a community member, will attend this event. You'll donate $7 at the door to listen about these presentations, and then you'll enjoy a meal that is donated by awesome sponsors. At the end of this dinner, You vote on your favorite project, and that project takes home the cash that you donated right after the event, cash in hand out the door to continue doing all the cool stuff that they're intending to do. To date, this community that we helped build just from a simple idea has raised nearly $12,000 for awesome local projects in Columbus. And again, thank you. Simple idea. We just wanted to build and rally people and build a community that was supporting other awesome things that are happening in the city. So, a little tidbit about me, right? In 2009, I went through a really, shall we say, unpleasant breakup, and I found myself with two choices. I could drink a lot. Some people do that, or I could do something else. I chose that something else, and I chose running. As this slide will state, running is way cheaper than therapy, which I learned. But to continue, I feel like that therapy, and save a little money, obviously, right, too, I joined a community, and I joined the Columbus Eastside Running Club that's kept me running for these last few years, and in May, I'll be running my 7th marathon. Thanks. So, in addition, I'm also a part of the Crete Columbus Commission, and if you guys haven't heard of the commission yet, you should, because as a young professional in Columbus, you should know that there is a group of really dedicated individuals who are collaborating with City Council and the Mayor's office to make young professionals awesome in Columbus and support those initiatives. We collaborate together to make community better for young professionals. And I should note here, we're not all Democrats. This is a photo that says, "Bring your ass to Columbus," but we're just working really hard to get the DNC here. So enough about me, though. This is the point, right? The point is you are also the community builder, right? You can create those communities that inspire you, that make a difference, that help you thrive. So how do you do that, and what are your tools? Well, you have 3 tools. You have passion. What are you passionate about? Where do you want to unleash that passion, and who do you want to collaborate to get there? You need people, right? So you can't build a community without those people who also share in that passion. And the last one, the last P here, is panache. Get in there, contribute to that community, and see the fruits of your labor really come to fruition. So, what are we building again? What is this community thing? I love this representation of community because, first of all, these guys are building an awesome freaking sandwich, right? Like, looks pretty great. Second, though, the point is that a one-dimensional sandwich is boring. And no offense to, you bologna and bread lovers, but it's a little boring, which is okay. But a sandwich like that, I want a sandwich like that. It has depth, it has dimension, and man, that sandwich is going to be great because of all the cool textures and all the cool things that bring together to make it a sandwich. So think of these various ingredients represented in this slide. These ingredients make this sandwich amazing. All of them come together to create one awesome freaking sandwich. So, lastly, the last couple slides to wrap up a little bit. The final question is, how will you know that the community that you're creating is creating the best you? 1, you'll start telling yourself this. Basically, you'll start saying, hey, I don't care what you always think of me. I think I'm pretty awesome, and that's all that matters. 2, awesome ends in me, FYI, and you know what? That's a little bit of probably no coincidence. But then people start telling you this, and I'm not going to repeat it because it's on camera and I'm a classy lady, but people start telling you this. You build awesome communities, and then people start saying that to you. So, just remember, you're a product of the community you keep. I feel like I heard this somewhere, but I actually made that one up, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But that's the point here. You can create the community that inspires you every day. You just have to put a little effort into it. So, thanks.
The title of my little 7-minute discussion is called Powerful You. Isn't that clever? Playing off of the best you.